Gonna need quite a bit of animal hide in order to do what I want to do. Great. Zombies. Fantastic. She dead? She dead. What? Ah. And fuck off. Oh, for fuck's sakes. This is exactly why I dislike the zombies. They constantly listen for each other. Lovely, lovely lag. What? Another one? Where? Oh. Well, at the very least, it's a nurse. She might have something. And I'm wrong. Pity. So, here you are. Fucking plants. So, I'm gonna have to begin building my home very soon. I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to find a road on which I can place this. This is relatively decent. Around here. Oh. And I think that that's, yeah, that's a house. Well, duh. I mean, obviously, but still. That's good. So at the very least, I know that there's some form of a building around this area. So I'm gonna begin building my little home around this place. Oh, backpack. Might have something. Ah, pistol parts and reinforced club. Well, scrapping that. And keeping the gun parts. So, let's see here. Why the hell is it one block above? That makes no sense. Well, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like one more here. Then we will begin our little crappy hut in the road. I don't want that. Oh, for fuck's sake, now it's ruined. So the reason as to why I'm building a custom house is due to the fact that I'd imagine that a lot of people find it very boring to watch someone, you know, just living the life, you know, on or inside of a prefab house. It's pretty fucking boring, in my opinion, watching somebody living inside of a prefabricated house that they can easily upgrade, that they can easily survive in for the first, like, 2 hordes, etc. I understand that perfectly well, that it's pretty fucking boring watching somebody do that. Which is why I'm doing this. So, this is gonna be a rather simplistic house, don't get me wrong. I mean, that's pretty fucking obvious already. But I'm gonna try to, at the very least, make a decent-looking house. This is not gonna be my permanent house. I'm probably gonna build my permanent house a little bit closer to a settlement or a halfway point towards a settlement or some such. So that, at the very least, I'm gonna be able to do something off-screen. Or, well, not off-screen. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be upgrading my house and so on and so forth off-screen, but I can't really promise that I'm going to be able to make this the most interesting playthrough ever. Also, I'm not sure why the hell I'm talking so much. I think that I've begun to talk a lot more because I'm beginning to get a little bit more comfortable with what I'm doing. So I guess that's not a bad thing. I dislike it when zombies just randomly spawn. What? The drop. Okay, the arrows shoot out in a bit of a crooked way. I can't even see him. Fucking grass. Oh my god, I suck with the bow. Why are they all heading over here now? The drop. What? I aimed straight for the fucking head and it hits him in the goddamn shoulder. Okay. So, go ahead and voice your opinion down below if you want to see me do something specific. I mean, honestly, I don't really have all that much time to do stuff, because I have work in real life to take care of, etc., and for whatever fucking reason, I still don't know why, but for whatever reason, I'm the only one capable of doing something in my home. And I'm gonna leave it at that. The reason for why I'm making my house so large to begin with is because I know for a fact that I'm gonna need quite a bit of room in order for me to be able to feel comfortable with my home. I dislike being in a cramped area. I really dislike being in cramped areas in any type of survival game, because typically it's just gonna get you killed anyway. So, yeah, I'm just gonna start constructing all of this. So, anyway, people, BRB. Not sure if I'm gonna leave a part or an episode off at this, but anyway, leave a comment down below if you want to see me do something, and I'll see you around. BRB. Alright, and welcome back, people. It's been a relatively calm night. There were, I think, like 2 zombies that ran past my little hut or building, but they didn't notice anything amiss, so for that, I'm very thankful. But in the middle of the night, I've been doing a couple of things. Namely, I have been upgrading my tools, I've been upgrading my skills, more like it, and as you can see here, I've been digging straight down, because eventually I do want to kind of make like a, I guess, safe haven. Let's begin. I'm beginning to get rather thirsty and hungry, so I actually do need to find quite a bit of stuff now. I need to craft a bedroll so that I end up respawning here in the worst case scenario. I need a cooking pot at the very least. It's one of those things that you desperately need relatively early on, so I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. I mean, getting a grill wouldn't be too bad either, in my opinion, but yay, I earned a skill point! Hooray! Ah, zombies. Lovely. So, I need to hunt down a couple of animals, I need to find food, and especially water. Food you can actually find anywhere. It's extremely simple finding food, but water? That's a little bit of a different issue, due to the fact that first you need to find something that you can actually boil and cook the water in, or you have to spawn next to a desert biome in order to get the juca fruits and so on and so forth from there. But hopefully this place is gonna have water or some such in here. Let's see here. Okay, a little bit too far. It's so annoying. There we go. Do I need something? Yeah, I need wood in order to be able to craft a club. So, sorry about the fact that this is going to be a rather boring playthrough or whatever, but I mean, I am playing by myself, so things are going to be progressing rather slowly. The reason for why I have a 60-minute, 24-hour cycle is due to the fact that having it any less than that, in my opinion, would kind of defeat the purpose of doing a playthrough of this, because by the time that I would have had the base that I built a moment ago... Good God, that's loud. But yeah. If I had this world set on 20-minute long day cycles, or whatever you want to call it, if I did have it set to only last 20 minutes, I would not have been able to build that house in time in order to escape the inevitable, nighttime zombies. I would have quite literally just died right then and there, because by the time that I would have had my base up and running, it would have been like day 3 by now, otherwise, which is not something that I consider to be very fun. Let's begin smashing his skull in. Hopefully there are not too many zombies nearby. Well, the water situation has at the very least been temporarily averted, because now I have a decent amount of it. I can hear a zombie, but I cannot see him. Oh. Why, hello there, buddy. I hope you don't mind, but I'm gonna smash your fucking head in. There we go. So, I'm gonna need coal in order to make torches, because I am gonna be going underground, which is going to be a very dark area, and I kind of wish to be able to allow you guys to see what I'm doing, because otherwise it's gonna be pretty freaking boring, in my opinion, to be watching me in the first place, especially if you don't have the option of actually seeing anything. So, a lot of my skills have been upgraded or improved over the course of the night due to the fact that I have been mass-producing plant fiber armor and so on and so forth. Speaking of which, might as well just make a set right now. Actually, let's hold off on that. I'm just gonna make a hat, and then equip it, and then I'm gonna scrap this one. So this is a building that I remember relatively well. I remember this building relatively well from the, alpha... what was it? When I began playing this game, it was in, alpha 3. When I began playing this game the first time, it was in, alpha 3 or some such. And it was a pretty goddamn good game back then. Ah, fuck's sakes, no food? Really? I mean, it's not the food that worries me, it's the fact that I don't have all that much water. I'm gonna need, at the very least, 4 or 5 fucking bottles of water every day in order to survive. Yeah, an iron arrowhead, might as well begin stocking up on those. Gunpowder, well, that's gonna come in handy at some point. Grass. So a couple of days ago, I was watching a YouTuber by the name of, I believe, Kage. I can't remember the numbers that he had in his name. Oh, food. Okay, good. But, if I remember correctly, I mean, I'm not sure if he's an expert on the game or not. I mean, he might be. Who the fuck knows? But, I remember that I saw him playing this game, and I had been thinking about recording and playing this game for a decent amount of time. And then I saw him playing the game, so I just watched 2-3 of his videos, and I decided, you know, this is actually good information. This is information that I can use during my survival playthrough. So, I remember specifically in the video that he said something along the lines of, dig, 20, 25 blocks down in your little hut, your base, or whatever, and you're gonna be able to... And it's gonna be a safe haven for you, more or less. It's gonna be an area in which, basically, you can feel relatively comfortable knowing that the zombies are not going to be able to smell anything that's inside a chest. They're not going to be able to dig down towards it immediately and destroy everything that you've done so far. And I remember that he was playing on a random generated world as well. I think that he was playing on, Alpha 14.5. I'm playing on Alpha 14.7. I'm not entirely sure how big the differences are between the two alphas. I doubt that they're significant. But you never know. Ah, fuck this one.